Would you believe me if I told you this was all drugstore makeup? Do you want to look like a filter in real life? And do you want to be a baddie on a budget? Well, you came to the right place. I'm going to be teaching you how to achieve this makeup look using only drugstore products. Okay, let's get started. For a smooth makeup application, I can't stress how important it is to prep your skin beforehand. I think it's only fair if I also include a drugstore skincare routine. So I already have washed my face beforehand. I used the Fresh Start Gel Cleanser by Bubble. I actually got this from CVS. Bubble is actually now available at CVS, which is awesome news because I always use their products. After I wash my face, I like to use the serum. So I'm going to be using the Daydream Serum by Bubble. This is a tone and texture serum. I have been using this for the past few weeks and I honestly have already noticed a difference in my skin. It is so important to use a good moisturizer before your makeup application. So my favorite moisturizer is the Bubble Slam Dunk Hydrating Moisturizer. All you gotta do is like 2 pumps like this. Time to blend it. Next step is sunscreen. You can use any sunscreen that you like. Not only does sunscreen protect your skin from sun damage, but it also helps with making your makeup look really glowy and smooth. So that's my skincare routine. I do this every day whether I'm wearing makeup or not. My all-time favorite skincare brand has to be Bubble, so don't forget, they're now available at CVS, so go check them out. All of Bubble's products are vegan, cruelty-free, dermatologist tested, and they're all under $20. Don't forget to use my promo code at checkout on the Bubble website for 10% off. I'll have it on the screen right here. Thank you so much to Bubble for sponsoring this video. Okay, now let's get to the makeup part. This is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I like using the matte poreless one. It matches with my skin so beautifully. I don't know if it's just because it's like $7 that it makes me like it even more. Or maybe it just reminds me of like freshman, sophomore year. People would be like, oh my god, what foundation do you use? And I'd be like, Maybelline. And they'd be like, it doesn't look like it would be Maybelline, it looks like it would be like Dior. The next step to my makeup routine is concealer. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camel Concealer. And oh my god, this is another one of my favorites. This concealer definitely tops all of the concealers I've ever tried, ever. I love how full coverage it is. Everything about it is amazing. It's really only $6. I always let my concealer dry a little bit, and in the meantime, I do my cream contour. I love using this Wet n Wild contour stick. I think it's only like $3 or $4. I'm just gonna put a little bit like this. This e.l.f. brush is staple for blending out cream contour. My biggest tip when it comes to contour is start by adding a little bit and work from there. If you add too much at once, it can end up looking muddy. If you allow your concealer to set a little bit before you blend it, it makes it really full coverage. Make sure you really dab and take your time. It really allows it to be full coverage. And make sure to drag your concealer upwards like this to lift your face. The next part is cream blush. Oh my god, this is another one of my favorites. This is only $8. It's from Revolution Beauty. And the reason why I love this so much is because it blends out so effortlessly and it's really buildable. That's what I like about it. So let's blend it out. Rare Beauty is still one of my favorite products ever, but if you're on a budget, I swear this is a dupe. I'm just gonna go back with my sponge, and with the leftover concealer, I'm just gonna bring it back just a little bit right here. Ooh, this is my favorite powder in the whole wide world. I need Wet n Wild to sponsor me. Please, Wet n Wild, if you see this video, sponsor me. Put me in your next commercial or something, because I swear I tell everybody and their mom to buy this powder. This is the Wet n Wild banana powder. Some people say that it oxidizes, which I agree. So if you have pale skin, this is not going to be for you. So maybe try the translucent one. But if you have tan skin like me, you know how it is, and translucent powders sometimes can look ashy or gray. So that's why I love yellow banana powders, because I have yellow undertone. But the reason why I love this powder is because it really blurs out my skin. The other day I did like this video on TikTok, and this girl was like, oh well, it's all that filter you use. And I'm like, what filter? But she was saying that I use Snapchat filter, and honestly I took it as a compliment. So if you want people to accuse you of wearing filters, get this powder. It wasn't a filter, it's just my makeup routine. Next is bronzer. I'm gonna be using this e.l.f. bronzer. I love this bronzer so much. It's literally only like, what, $3? A little bit on my jawline. The next important step is to bake your face if you want your makeup to last all day. Tap the powder into your face. I go to Six Flags in 100-degree weather and I come home and my makeup is still intact. I'm using the Wet n Wild powder again, by the way. I'm going in with this Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder. As you can see, the Wet n Wild one matched my skin tone and this one is a lot lighter. I want to brighten my eyes. And the reason I don't go in with this one first is because since it's so white, it makes my skin look ashy and washed out. So that's why I go with the yellow one first and then a white one on top. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be going in with just blush. Or you can even go in with a little bit of your bronzer. The blush is definitely more for a daytime look. This is the Wet n Wild blush and it cost me only $2. Now time to brush off our powder. It's time to go in with some blush. I'm going to lightly tap that on my cheeks. I like putting it on my nose because it makes me look sun-kissed. Another really good blush is the e.l.f. blush. It's also like $2. I'm going to be going in with this e.l.f. brightening powder with this brush. And bring it up like this to give that lifted look. And some right here and some right here. The next step is to set your face. I love this e.l.f. setting spray. Seriously, it makes my makeup last all day. So I'm going to be using this gold Wet n Wild highlighter. I'm going to be putting this on the tip of my nose and on my eyebrow bone. It's important to put your setting spray before your highlighter because it makes your highlighter a lot brighter. Next, I'm just going to go in and blend it out a little bit. If you want a more natural look, you can keep the eyelashes that I'm wearing right now. I'll show it on the screen. They're from Shein. They're $1 only for a pack of 3. Or if you want a more dramatic look, we're going to be trying on these eyelashes from Kiss/Couture. I also got these at CVS. So I went ahead and applied those eyelashes. Oh my god, I look so different now. I'm going to be lining my lips with this Nabby lip liner in the shade medium brown. Before I put lip liner, I always put a little bit of chapstick before. That way the lip liner just glides on very easily. This is my favorite lip liner. I think it's only like $1 or $2. I'm gonna also go in with the NYX Lip Butter Gloss. And then this one's a little bit lighter. And I'm gonna put the lighter one just in the center of my lips. So that's the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. If you didn't, bye. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you're notified every time I post a video. Bye! More videos on the way.